Hello, I am Glenn Dyer, and you are watching a Dyer-Situation. Oh, and would you look at the time? It is time for the best and worst of 2012.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Let's start off with the best, shall we? The best was Rise of the Guardians. I'm kidding. I looked over all of the videos I made, and I think I may have exaggerated a little on my thoughts of Rise of the Guardians. But go watch it! Go watch it twice, 3 times! Buy it on DVD! It's beautiful! Mostly just the having a three-dimensional villain just blew me away, and I think I might rate it a bit high. But I do take that movie highly, and I would definitely say that was the best animated film of the year. But that's not what we're looking at. What we're looking at today is the best film. So for that, I have come down to two different choices. Lincoln.
No one's ever been loved so much by the people. Don't waste that power.
This fight is for the United States of America.
And we have The Avengers. Now for Lincoln, I thought that movie was beautiful. I thought that they did such a good job with it, and they definitely get a thumbs up from me. I think I even gave them a 9 on my video. But, as a teenager, it's not the one that appeals to me the most, and this is what I think is the best. So, I would have to give it to The Avengers for my #1 movie choice. But wait, Glenn, you didn't do a Dyer-Situation for The Avengers. Yes, that's true, a Dyer-Situation hadn't been made yet. However, the movie was from 2012, and I did enjoy it a lot, so I would have to give it my actual #1 movie of the year award. Uh, However, if you people are mad at me for something like that, then, well, I'll have to pick one from the list of movies I actually did do in Dyer-Situation, so Lincoln won that one. So whatever you think is a fair one, you choose. But those two are definitely the movies I take the most highly this year. Now, for the worst. The worst, though some of you were expecting Brave,
Our laws. The firstborn of each of the great leaders must prove their worth.
is not. Because, well, though Brave was bad, though it lacked imagination, though it was stealing from 5 different things, most notably Rubber Bear, um, it wasn't ruining something. It didn't ruin Pixar. It didn't make me lose faith in like Disney movies as a whole or anything. And it and it and it wasn't ruining something that came before it. Like it's not a sequel. The two that I have chosen to be worst are sequels. Those two are Men in Black 3
Promise you the secrets of the universe, nothing more.
Well, what other secrets are there?
and Madagascar 3.
I drop down, grab the penguins, and we are out of here.
Oh, let me drop down. I'll grab the penguins.
Enough! I'm gonna look.
What's interesting is that with all the ways these movies are pieces of shit, how all the ways these movies are the most god-awful pieces of crap I could imagine. It's just amazing in how many ways they are similar to each other and how they're bad. Let's take a little marker, shall we? Both lack an imaginative design. Both have one of the stupidest plots ever. Both are contrived in their stories. Both have almost none of the characters we liked at all. True, but Madagascar 3 ruins the characters that we used to like. Both had no care put into them, and the list goes on and on and on. So, this is going to be a hard one. How am I going to decide which one of these is worse? Both of them just got my blood boiling, as you can see in both of my reviews. Oh, they were just terrible. Like, I couldn't believe how terrible they could be. And, oh, I put a lot of thought into this, too. I thought, well, Madagascar 3 has that really annoying as hell soundtrack.
Circus, Afro circus, Afro circus, Afro polka dot, Afro.
But then again, Men in Black 3 also has a really annoying as hell soundtrack. And I just couldn't decide. And so I decided to go to the lowest common denominator. Nostalgia. You see, as a guy born in the 90s, I grew up with the Men in Black movies. Most notably the first one and the second one. I grew up with them and I loved them. I thought Men in Black was great. I thought Men in Black 2 was not as great, but still pretty cool. I love them both, with all my heart. Now, Madagascar came out sometime in the 2000s, and I enjoyed it as a kid. However, Men in Black has been with me since I was born, so it has deeper roots within me. And considering both of those sequels ruined their franchise forever, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go with Men in Black 3 as being the worst, mostly because that one hurts me the most. And I know Madagascar 3 hurt a lot of other people, but once again, this is what I feel is the best and what I feel is the worst. So, Men in Black 3 gets my point for being the worst movie of 2012. Well, enough with all of that. I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching A Dire Situation.